Hello everyone. We are live today. Always that I tell you every week, we always have lots of stuff to tell you about and lots of educational stuff. And I was just looking to make sure I had brought something out. Yay for us. We are getting ready to do our second annual shop hop this morning. Just so you know what we're doing. I got to find me some green and white pom-pom shakers. The first thing we're going to talk about is you need to get signed up because this is a nice Kimberbell tape dispensary gadget. Love gadgets. Everybody should love gadgets. That's the first thing. And then our monthly deals is 30% off. It's one of the mint jelly roll totes. We also have a nice layer cake. It's called Backyard, put out by Ruby Star. You can turn it into to 5-inch squares. You can even take it down to the mini. And I've got you a new pattern for the minis this morning because all of you guys pick them up at my counter. This is a a dime. It is the tool shed. This is a good thing to have if you're an embroiderist. It has 17 different fonts. It has 5 script, 3 monogram, a puffy, an applique, and a few more other ones. It's on sale this month. We really like dime most of the time, right, Sheila? This is a book. If you're doing the shop hop, this would be a good one. Some people don't get into the shop hop because, trust me, you have to start planning almost immediately after shop hop with what you're doing for the next year. At least we do, because I like to be prepared to give people a good impression of Southern West Virginia. Then we have these marking pens. This is something good to have as you're challenged. I'm going to show you the quilt to win the state fair or any competition in quilting. I'm going to show you the quilt that will give it to you. And these pens would be a must. And then we also wanted to promote our panel from last year, which is all the states that are in it. I want to make sure I get this right because Christy and Betsy will tell me about it. These are all the states. It's very nice. We have cut ours up. Guess we'll put it out when Shop Hop comes so people can see what we did the previous years, which we have a great panel this year that's going to be really nice with the Shop Hop. Our row by row will also be the start. How do I get to know who's in the Shop Hop? I mean, in the row by row. You can go to Row by Row's website. You can possibly order the row online. You can ours. Ours is the windows. It is an outdoor theme this year. Very nice, I think. I love it. Victoria did a great job with this one. And we also have the kit for this, just so you know. And look how pretty. Victoria never goes below, I feel like, 100 fabrics because 3 people ends up having to cut the kits because she picked so many colors. And if you just looked at it, you would see all of it. Of course, this is Debbie's ladder. I thought she was taking it home. I guess next week she'll take it home. But she did a beautiful job on that. Scalloped edges. Kimberbell's showing how to do that, which is really nice. This is the Sewing Gallery Shop Hop quilt that we have chosen from the fabrics that is the theme this year, which is patriotic. If you're not patriotic, shame on you. It's just the bottom line. This is our pattern that Victoria done for us that we chose to do, and we did blocks. Tammy Todd helped us with it. Christy might have quilted it. Betsy did 80% of it. I did 5% of it. And then Tammy Todd took over. But thanks, Tammy, for doing that. And I think I got all the stuff online today right with pictures, I think. This is one of the punch needle. Christy always outdoes herself. Is that not pretty? That is beautiful, I think. But she always does such a nice job with this kind of stuff. Now, what's really nice that Kimberbell has upped their game with these, because you get this with it, so you can check out our punch needle, is they have marked it this time instead of making you mark it. And as all you got to do is get your colors out, get your instructions out, and go. She might have did this while traveling to Charleston this weekend, but she brought it in on Tuesday. And thank you, Christy, for always reaching out and getting me samples, and to Debbie, to Jill, all my friends that help out. We have this class up and coming, which we introduced the screen. Comes in different colors last week or the week before. This is part of the project along with this. Is this not cute? And you could put candy in the jar. And everybody's got a friend that's got mason jars somewhere in the garage somewhere. So we're excited for this class. You need to get signed up if you're not. Some of the things that we want to show you new. We got these in. This is a spatula set, but if you look on the back, it tells you the measurements on the large one. So we got you a couple different colors to choose from. These make great gifts. They run $8.99, and who doesn't need new spatulas? Matter of fact, I probably should take at least one set of these home because they get hot. The rubber starts to deteriorate a little bit. And then we have a new pattern, line dancing, which is nice. And then we also have gingerbread kisses. Gingerbread Kisses is from Riley Blake, and what they've done with their little charm packs is they put you all the colors on the back side so they're not open. So that's a nice thing with Riley Blake, I think, that they've done. I wanted to talk to you about, because I had a lady come in. This is called Color Catcher. This is found in the detergent aisles near the bounds. Color Catcher, I don't find it to be true with Moda fabric. And I'm just saying, you don't have to pre-wash Moda fabric because it's a good quality. Now, the other ones, you might have to. But Color Catcher works where the colors doesn't fade onto the other. If you're using contrasting, like if I was to go ahead and wash this, I would put one of these in it because you got really red and then you got white and then you got blue. Now, Jen says she puts all of her stuff together in the wash. She needs to be using Color Catcher. You can put black and white together and use a Color Catcher and you're safe. This product has been out for a very long time. But if you're doing, going to wash your quilt, you need to be using Color Catcher, especially if you have contrasting colors such as this in a quilt. I brought this from home because a lady was talking to me. She was a traveler, and she said, I said, well, you don't have to do that with Moda fabric unless you've got contrasting colors. And I'm not talking about before. None of us here pre-wash our fabrics except for Vera. You don't have to. It's that good. The fabric's that good of quality. But I wanted to show you the Color Catcher box because you can say it, and sometimes our visual people needs to see the visual aid. So I wanted to do that this morning and talk a little bit about that because washing your quilts is very important. Now, some people love to throw them in the dryer. And if you've used that low-end batting within a couple years, it's going to start separating inside your quilt, even if it's been quilted by the best, which is the sewing gallery. I think your quality of batting is as important as the quality of fabric that you use. But I wanted to introduce you. If you're not familiar with Color Catcher, it's in where the detergent and the bounce is, stain remover. But if you need to throw all your laundry into one load, make sure you put one or two of these in it. It's a great product that's out there. And especially when we talk about quilts, because some people never want to wash the quilts. Honey, I throw everything in the washer. Everything possible. With the shop hop that's up and coming, we had a Zoom meeting last night online to make sure everybody knew what the rules were. In the middle of this book is this sheet. Gives you all the places with the stamps, because when you go to the stores, all shop owners that's involved in this knows what it's all about. But the one thing that they drove home yesterday in the Zoom meeting for the shop hop was people had to have the front information filled out. That's required. Now, if I'm going to the shop hop and Doreen is planning to go with me and she gets sick, we can't give you a sticker for Doreen. That is one of the rules of the game. You have to come into the store to get a sticker. And I set this PS500. This is their giveaway for the shop hop, which is a very nice machine. I wanted to do something because the shop hop helps every community, whether it's gas, food, or shopping at the sewing gallery or at another quilt store. But this has to be filled out. Now, the rules and regulations of all this, you can get your name put in so many times, and you have to get it sent in at a certain amount of time in order to be in the drawing. These are nice books to have. And what else is nice about having this book is it gives you a map. No, we can't copy it. And you shouldn't copy it for people because they need to participate in this as far as the mapping of it. And what else is new this year is we are looking for a name. Of course, Jen said her son did the best name. This little gadget, little froggy, will be hid somewhere in our store. And if you find it, you will get your code and you will scan this. You will be put in for a different drawing. We'll have this up front where when you scan it, it'll ask you for some information while you're in the store. But you got to have the barcode icon scanned down to your machine. What happens if you don't have one? Well, you talk to a friend that's you're traveling with to do it, or we'll figure out a way to get Christy to put it on her phone so that we can enter you in. But this will be hid in the store this year. But we're looking for names. So when you watch our Facebook Live, throw us some names out what you want us to name the little froggy. So that's just another added fun thing to do when you come shopping. Now, we won't have it in the back where we have alterations. I will tell you that, because you can't mess up my alteration piles, because when I get stressed and I have a lot of alterations, Betsy will tell you, and Jen, that I move it from one side to the other because it makes me feel like we're getting them done. I wanted to show you this morning. We have introduced this, but this takes 3 packs of charm packs. So you could use the layer cake and get your 3 packs of charm packs out, or you could just use the charm packs. But this is a real pretty quilt. just showing you different ways to do things. Now, what else do you get for Shop Hop for coming out? You will get this pattern right here. We're planning on making up kits for this. You will get this in order for you to do air block. And all the blocks will be the same size. So we're going to do some kits with probably fat eighths of this fabric. So that if you didn't buy all the fabric, all you have to do is buy our kit of fat eighths that would go with this, which is nice. Now, they have come out with this. This is new, the 3-ring binder. And you will be able to put your patterns in this, which is nice. And like Debbie said yesterday, she was talking to a customer and she suggested that you could just put your regular size patterns in it. And your plastic, just punch a hole in it on the side and slide them in so you don't lose them. So this is a nice ring binder and we have it on sale for this week. I try to give you all kinds of awesome deals throughout the event. And this is a new pattern that we just got in. It is called the mini charm stacking. That's your mini charm sizes, in case you didn't know. Some companies call them different things, but I'm constantly looking for patterns because people pick these up at the counter all the time. So you could even incorporate this to a small baby quilt, or if you had a lot of these, you could just continue on and make a large quilt. And this is a base pattern for you to go from. And don't forget, this week, this month, we have Kimberbell on sale. I pulled one of these little containers that you could put something red, white, and blue on. So I just wanted to show you that. Somebody asked if I was going out of business or quitting selling Kimberbell. No, we're not, but we wanted to be ahead of Kimberbell this year because July the 26th is Kimberbell Days. Of course, we'll do something that day. Still in the making of cooking up something good. And this weekend is our Summerfest fair downtown. So what is the sewing gallery doing? We're going to have our sale fabric on sale outside. Rick, Chris's husband, is going to help us pop up a nice tent that we purchased this year. We're going to have our quilts outside on sale, our sample quilts and samples of embroidery, and we're going to have it outside for you to see, for you to buy. We'll be giving 15% off of the prices of the sample quilts, which is a great deal. But it's quilts that we've made in the store to show whether it's been for class or to feature the fabric. So it's a nice deal. So come out and join us. It'll be from 11 to 2. It'll take me and Rick that long to get the tent up. Maybe not. Some of our, which I showed you, this is one of our 25% offs. And then I put the 5x7 hoop on sale because it's the most used one. Now, these are the snap-ins. This is not the magnetic. But if you're doing a project, you like to get your next project lined up. If you're doing 10 of something, this way, if you're using a 5x7, you can have this one ready while it's finishing stitching out. So this is a nice feature. And everyone that's bought hoops know they're expensive. At least they are to me. Now, I put these on sale. I usually don't, but prices are continuing to go up. It's a norm. It's the time of the year that it is, May and June. These are 2 other 5-inch charm packs from Raleigh Blake. This is great baby quilts. Look how cute this is. So these run, all the packs run $14 a piece now. They used to be $7.99, $8.99, $9.99, but these are $14. So these are 2 more of our Raleigh Blakes that we're featuring on sale this week. And I told you, this is the prettiest quilt in a kit that we've had a long time. This is a Jane Austen kit. I think the quilt is an 80 by 100 to be exact. This is your state fair, county fair. Still got time for the state fair. When I open this up, you're going to see the fabric. But if you look at it online and see it, and the box is great. This is the diamond ruler that you get. This is what the pattern looks like. Now, you will win if you do this, but this is not a weak job. I'm trying to give you better pictures of it. But if you look online, you can see if you type in Jane Austen quilt kit. Now, that is an award-winning regal quilt that will get you first place, and you will shine. And after you win your first place, you will want to put this on your bed because it's so big. And nobody has a double bed besides me. And the fabric is luscious. These are some of the fabrics I just want to show you. Look how pretty. And this goes with it. I think a lot of times, buying online sometimes is hard, and that's why in our Facebook Live, if I can, I show you the choices of fabrics. And at the sewing gallery, I promise you good quality fabric no matter what. I will not sell you a low-end piece of fabric in my store. I just can't do it. See how beautiful these colors are? And that's just a few of them. I can stand here and show them all to you, but this is the award-winning quilt. If you make this quilt and enter it in the state fair, you will win. It's just that beautiful. And this is a piece, and the binding also comes with it. That's one of the questions. But look how pretty this piece is. I just have to show it to you because to get the full effect of it. Look how pretty. But I wanted to show you that. That is, and we didn't buy a lot of these. I think we bought 3. I didn't want to. They regularly are $1.99, and they're on sale this week for the 25% off. Don't forget, if you do the shop hop, this is the machine the sewing gallery is giving away. If you look in the front here, these are 3 pieces of this collection. There's 20 pieces in the muse. This is put out by 3 sisters. And anybody that likes 3 sisters will like the fabric. You can always identify the designer by the fabrics. They just have their signature on fabric. And of course, this is Moda. Take advantage of our deals. We have Kimberbell on sale in our financing. Runs June the 6th through the 16th, which is really nice if you're buying a high-end machine. Hope you will get your trip planned for the shop hop to come and see us. And I hope that my customers go to other stores so that they can say, I love my store the best. And you get an opportunity and to meet other people that quilt and their ideas about how to get there. The binder. The box. No. Is it not showing yet? All right. I'll make sure they're showing. I must have that order on hold, but I will receive it the minute I get off of here so that you can purchase this. Christy, it's here. Now, Miss Puckett that works with me keeps up with everything. Her and Debbie White that works with me go to the other shops to see how great their store is. And then there'll be other giveaways, but I will fix that. Thank you, Sheila. That's the binder, Scott, not the quilt. This is the Jane Austen quilt. We're looking for names so we can call him something. I'm making Betsy dress up every day like this, too. She just don't know it yet. It's going to be mandatory, her and Christy. So come out Saturday. Join us for some fun. We're trying to be involved in our community more and more. Reaching out to you and giving you great savings on that day with our sale fabric and our great samples. So we'll see you next week and hope you get your plan for the shop hop going now immediately so that you can come and see us if you don't get to shop us all the time. There is 125 stores in the shop hop. Last year there was 96. So they've increased it. It's in 5 states that you can go to. You don't have to stay in your region, but if you want to get your name in for the better prize, or when you come into the stores, they're supposed to have some, whether it's, I don't know, I haven't decided what we're naming him, but you got to come in and find him in the store. You got to look store over to find him. And then you will be the one, when you are the winner, you will get to hide him in the store after you've won your prize. And that's our approval of where you put him. Now, you can't put him up where nobody can see him like me. All right. Hope to see you out this weekend for Summerfest in Princeton, West Virginia. If you can't, check us out online. Make sure you purchase at a small local quilt store in your area or ours online. And we'll see you next week. Thank you.